Rob here, and guess what today is? It's Trigger Pull Thursday. And I thought while I still had my Pietta down here, the 1873 Great Western 2, this one's in 45 long coat, 4 3/4 inch barrel. If you watch my channel, you know I just picked this up just a few days ago. Picked this up from our friends at Bypass Pond. If you're in the need for a short-term loan, check them out. They also have tons of stuff for sale. Tons. I mean, you name it, they have it. Anywhere from electronics to musical equipment, gold, jewelry, tools, and of course, pew-pews. So, check them out. Check out John, Jeremy. Tell them I sent you. Maybe they'll give you a discount. Anyway, what we have here is our Pietta 1873, and we're going to do our trigger pull on this gun. So, as usual, I got out my 2 gauges here, and this being a single action revolver, let's check it for... I have no ammunition for this gun, so it is safe, because I have some ammunition ordered, but I haven't had any... It hasn't gotten here yet, so this gun is safe, and we're going to check our trigger pull on this gun. First, we're going to use our Lyman scale here. This is just the Wheeler, I said Lyman, Wheeler scale. This is just the spring scale. So we're going to try and hold it here on the table and see what the trigger reads on it. We got 3 pounds. These are not marked clearly, so we got 3.5, 3 3/4, I would say. Each of those increments is probably 3 ounces, because it's not marked in 16ths, it's marked in so we got about 3 pounds. You figure that out. That's what we got right there. Close to 4 pounds. So let's try it again. That's the thing about these spring gauges. They're not marked out. This one especially is not marked out as well. 4 pounds, just slightly over. So that one was at 4 pounds. Let's do one more. Try to get the same pull. And that one is just slightly over 3.5 pounds. So, not a bad trigger pull on the gun. Now let's switch over to our pride fit. This gives us a little more, I feel like a little better accuracy. I've tested this gauge and I find it to be fairly accurate. So we're going to lay our gun down there. That ain't right. Our trigger shoe is a little harder to get that in there, because let's clear that out, because this is a little bit wider on a small trigger guard. It's a little harder to get in. 1 pound 10 ounces. I don't think that's right. It's the way I'm having to put this in here, and it's wedging, so I'm not getting a true reading there. That was 2 pounds 9. But I still don't think that's correct. That's the one thing about this. This is pretty thick right here. And if you got something with a narrow trigger guard, it's hard to get a good reading, because it just doesn't want to fit. See, and this goes bigger, so as I push in, it gets larger, and it's actually causing the... Let's delete that, and let's see if I can get a break on it. 1 pound. No, that's not right. So we're going to have to go with our Wheeler this time on this, because that one was not usable for this particular application, and say we got about a 3.5, I'd say average weight, somewhere in that vicinity, slightly over 3.5 pounds. Thing has a good trigger pull, no doubt, and it is right there. I mean, I'll see if I can do this. There's really no take up in the trigger, it just breaks. And yeah, you just feel the weight and then it breaks. Good trigger on this gun. And anyway, guys, that is our look at the Pietta 1873. About a 4-pound trigger pull, somewhere in the vicinity of that. So anyway, wish I could have done a little better with the electronic gauge, but it doesn't always work on every trigger guard. And that's one of the flaws I see with this design, is it's thick right here, and it gets bigger as you go in. So, you know, if you try to have to push in very far, you know, it's wider to the center than it is to the edge. So doesn't always work for every trigger. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you're having a great week, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.